Hey guys, Disler Magic here, and I just wanted to comment on something that's making the rounds about Unstable since it's coming out this week. A lot of people got their shipments in already, especially if they live in kind of a distant area, foreign country, Hawaii, Alaska, whatever. And they ship them out early just to make sure that they, for sure, even with potential delays, get there in time. For the Friday release, so some people get their sets on Tuesday. In fact, I got mine today. I barely ordered any because I don't trust the set, and hey, look, I was right. So two kind of minor but kind of not complaints. I mean, keep in mind, this is not a serious set, but it has seriously the same price tag as a normal standard set, so guess what all of us sellers are treating it as? A normal set and an actual sellable product, and people have to want it, and we have to be able to sell it. Well, Wizards is like, oh, you want to be able to sell it easily? Pranks on you. What's up? So let me read it the way that they put it. As many of you have noticed by now, the 216-ish, which I believe is the term they actually initially used, 216-ish cards listed for Unstable were heavy on the ish. A number of cards in the set have different variations that have different art, flavor text, watermarks, or even abilities. Ooh, that's a treat. We now can tell you that 13 different cards have 4 to 6 variations each. I mean, if you're going to be inconsistent, at least be consistently inconsistent. 4 to 6? Really? Anyway, the cards are generally listed as A version, B version, etc., internally. So that's how we mark the differences here. Keep in mind, they never said that they're marked on the cards, because they aren't. Nothing on the card specifies what version it is. Could we have just gotten a letter on it? I mean, just change the template. You already made the damn silver border. That's changing the template. So the fact that the cards don't universally identify themselves as an exact revision number or version number or whatever, that's annoying, because that just makes it hard to sell. I mean, even in the Pokemon world, if you're like, oh, I'm selling a Blastoise, there's like 1,000 versions. So you put the set name, but then you also put in parentheses or brackets the number, the actual card number within the set, because they very rarely overlap that. So, let's take a look at amateur auteur, or whatever it is. I really don't know that word because I assume it's theater related, and I'm not into that. So, this one's green, this one's blue, and then this one's red, and this one's also green. Yeah, why not? They all say, 2/2 for 2, sacrifice it, destroy target, enchantment. Cool. But this one says, and thus at Maze's End, the runners end their strife, our saving grace, that hooded kid, is now the guild pact for life, Ravnica the musical, ha 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 ha. Then you go all the way down, Zendikar, this one's funny, I wanted to read it anyway. The 2 Eldrazi titans fell and set the ground to rumbling, how come no one ever listens? Old Ugin flew off grumbling. As he said that, remember, they came as 3, and he warned everybody, but nobody listened. Probably because Ugin's overpowered and everybody hates him. Wish he would have stayed dead. So, it's a little bit of a speed bump if somebody wants to buy them. I mean, I don't think there's going to be any shortage of people on eBay saying, hey, full set of 4, amateur RTR, because then you have to buy 4. You don't have to. It's just, if you were looking for the listing, there it is. You would find it. So, this is, it's, how do you specify? If you're just like, oh, I want one of every type, I'm going to go off to Card Kingdom and buy 4 of them. Hopefully they'll get my drift that I want unique ones, like, oh, that I'm buying exact 4. I clearly want one of each. Are they just going to take them off the pile, or are they going to assume you want consistency and send you all this top version, or what are they going to do? Are they going to change the whole template and the code of their website to say, the card title, but then have something appended to the end of it? It messes with search stuff. You guys know I'm originally like a web developer and software programmer, so trust me when I say it's going to be disruptive and annoying to sell cards with something other than their name and their number. It's just annoying. So, a little bit of a thing. And now the other thing is, people were selling full sets on eBay, okay? They were selling absolute full sets. So, is it really a full set if you don't send them one of every card? Because like they said, some of these are not just different artwork or different flavor text. They have different abilities and stats. Oh boy. So, the other thing is, what if you wanted just one of them specifically for Commander? That's a little bit of a problem. So there's so much wrong with this. Like I said, it's all subtle and it's seemingly unimportant, but it's going to get real big if you actually want this, or if you're one of the people actually selling pre-orders. Thank God I never do that. So I was planning on maybe trying to put together like a full set and sell it somewhere, but I don't know how to do it now. Let's see. Okay, all 4 of these commons, no problem. I got tons of commons, but you start going into some of these and see that they're rare. Like Beast and Show, that's kind of cool. I mean, whatever. It's still 6, still 6/4, still trample, and they just have different art. So artwork shift, whatever. If you just want a 6/4 trampler for your commander deck, you just, who cares what they send you. If you're a collector, you just find an auction on eBay that says it has all 4 versions. There you go. You buy them, and they're, who cares? They're like 25 cents anyway. But then you get into stuff like everythingamajig, and remember, collectors, who cares? All the money's in the lands. This isn't supposed to be like a high single sale type of thing. So the fact that they royally messed with single sales and collectors, like, whatever. We'll get over it. I'm sure everybody can get past it. But this set's only value besides the lands are its draftability. The only reason to buy it or for stores to sell it is for draft. Look at everythingamajig. Okay, we got this ability for 2, something about move a counter, blah, blah, blah. It's a damn paragraph. Then we got pay 3, tap, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Then 4, proliferate. Now that's the version I remember spoiling. Now there's version B. Draw a card. Activate this ability only if you have no cards in hand. You gain 10 life for 8. Tap. 4 tap. Sacrifice everythingamajig. Put a silver bordered permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. Then there's this version. Then this version. Then this version. And this version. They all have a absolute short novella as a freaking text box. And remember, you're supposed to draft in 60 seconds. So it'll take 45 seconds just to read this damn card and figure out what it does. Because when I see this, I remember, oh, it's the counter manipulator. Well, not necessarily. These all do drastically different things. So you got to read every ability, then think about what cards you already pulled, then think, will it go well? And everybody's going to read this because it's colorless, so obviously it's a potential pull for your deck. And then the whole draft grinds to a halt, and then you're the slow guy. You're the one with 3 packs to your left, and you're passing right, and you're slowing down everybody. But to draft something without reading the card is really stupid. So most people just memorize the cards, but I mean, just look at this. There's no way you'd memorize this, and why would you? The cards aren't going to be legal for 2 years. They're going to be legal for no years because they're not in the first place. So nobody's going to sit there and study these and be like, oh, scry 2, oh, it's this one, and then not have to read the rest and make a snap decision in 5 seconds like a normal drafter. So lowering the draftability, adding boat anchors that slow it down, make people take twice as long to draft it, that's not smart when this is a draft set. So that's pretty bad. I mean, it's really pretty bad. It blows my mind that Wizards would even do something like this. Like, I get that it's funny, it's unexpected, this is a crazy set. It very much fits that, but at the end of the day, you have a product and you want us to buy it, right? So, cut it off short of that, like making it harder to draft, harder to buy, and harder to sell. Oh, unbelievable. So let's look at the rest of these. Extremely slow zombie. It spells brains. It's Wow, clever. And it's the 4 seasons. Awesome. But they're all the same. They're all last strike 3/3. Then we got Garbage Elemental. This one's a 2/4. This one's a 3/1. This one's a 3/2, 3/3, 4/3, and 6/5. And they all have completely and utterly different abilities. Wow, that's great. Thanks. Thanks for making me read that before I draft it. And it's like the longest cards. Like, that's the ones they did it to. Ineffable Blessing. Look at all this. Oh, dual mode. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not reading these. I'm too lazy. I'm not going to read 50 cards that are only 13 cards. It's just stupid. Oh, and that's a rare. So it's like if you want to sell full sets, good luck sending them 6 of a rare because these are not printed at 6 times the prevalence. There's, pretending to be the same card, I guess would be the best way to refer to it. Curious Killbot, this one's literally no artwork shift, nothing. It's just the flavor text. Who cares? So this one's basically Tamuo's Journal over again. And it's like nobody really cares what one they're ordering unless they're a hardcore collector and they want all 4. I kind of would. Like, I wouldn't want to say, oh, and also there's other versions of this out there and I don't have them. That's not a collection. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's just me being a little perfectionist, but, I don't know. Does it annoy any of you? Night of the Kitchen Sink. It's misleading basically because first strike, 2/2/2. Okay, they're all the same. Oh wait, no, protection from black borders, protection from even collector numbers. That's funny. Protection from loose lips. That one's, you should read that one. Odd collector numbers. 2-word names. That one's much weaker. Protection from watermarks. That's crazy. That is so much more powerful. So, I mean, a 2/2 first striker for 2 in double white, if you're playing mono white or even mix, that's a good card regardless, but the power level goes up and down, and you got to consider that whether or not you want to draft it. Now, in most cases, you would say yes, because it's a low curve creature, but in like a 3-color, you might reconsider it, and then you would go to the protection, see how good it is, make a determination from there. But the fact that you got to read it, I mean, this one, it's like 4 words, like whatever, but the big like 4 mode ones, oh my gosh. This one, this one's got a whole bunch of different versions. 4 secret base. I didn't even read some of these. They got different artwork, whatever. Sly Spy. I don't know. Didn't read it. I lost interest after a little bit. Another one with weather and seasons and crap. Oh boy, great. This one's really dumb though. This is the one I want to show off. Okay, very cryptic command. Oh cool, it's different artwork. This one's black and white and this one's not. Oh wait, version B, C, D, E, and F all have the same artwork while version A does not. If you're gonna be inconsistent, at least be consistently inconsistent, wizards. Oh my god, so you can't just say, oh, it's the blue one. Cool, I know what that one does. Nope. Nope, this is downright misleading and confusing if somebody just gives it a passing glance. Ugh, just why, wizards, why? Why would you make this a tougher to sell set? What is, and tougher to draft? What is the trick there? I guess people for like 5 seconds like, haha, that's kind of funny what they did. And then after that, you have to actually draft it. So, what were they thinking? Why? Why wizards? Why? Anyway, my last video about Unstable, that was saying something about the prices. It's almost definitely wrong. I didn't save the spreadsheet with the math. Whoops. But I think I was a little bit confused about what they said about there being a foil in every set and that being a thing or maybe not being a thing. I didn't really consider it. There is a foil, or not in every set, in every booster. There is a foil in every booster. They were not wrong about that, but it's the token. So there could be 2 foils in your booster is what they should have said, and the other one is like the actual foil. So you're guaranteed a foil token, but not necessarily a foil, which is still, I would assume, 1 in 4. And even that we don't know. I mean, who knows? It could be anything at this point. So when I said, okay, the average, foil land is 70. By the way, it's about 80 now. They're going up. But you had you'll pull 0.84 of them per box. Well, divide that by 4. You've got about a 1 in 5 shot per box, 0.2 something or whatever. So, whoops. But other than that, the conclusion was still right. The foil tokens are still worth money. The lands are still worth money. And then the foil land just puts it over by like $15 instead of 55 or whatever. 17, something like that. 18, I don't know. So that's not bad. I mean, it's still, instead of a return of $200, you'd be looking at like 160. Still $160 box EV. So the math was wrong. It was a mistake, and basically nobody caught it, which is kind of funny actually. But I just wanted to correct it. So if you're like, oh my god, $200 boxes, no, that number was not correct. So redo the math if you want. I'm not going to, and I don't really feel like deleting the video either because it affects my stats on Social Blade. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.